is up, everyone? It is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, can you all believe that it's August already? I cannot believe it. And like Berkeley move-in is happening soon. I see my friends who are still at Berkeley, who are resident assistants, they have already moved into the dorms. It's all happening so fast for you all. And so today's video is super exciting because today we are going to be talking about things you need to do at UC Berkeley before you graduate. So definitely let me know in the comments if you have other ideas of what students need to do before they graduate, because I cannot list them all in this video. So if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Rachel. I graduated from Berkeley in the class of 2020, where I double majored in cognitive science and legal studies. And now I'm currently working full-time at a law firm. And so if you are a student applying to colleges this year or an incoming college student, you should definitely check out Study Hall College Consulting. We are a team of UC Berkeley students who specialize in reviewing college application essays and consulting one-on-one with students and parents. So definitely check out our website and social media. On our website, we have a free blog where we post weekly advice, and on our social medias, we post a ton of tips and tricks. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing that you must do at Berkeley before you graduate is try all of the different restaurants in the Berkeley and Bay Area. So I have another video on my channel where I talked about some of my favorite restaurants in Berkeley and the Bay Area generally, so I will have that video linked down below if you wanted to hear some of the restaurants that you must try while you're there. And so I think trying the different cuisines right next to Berkeley, there are a ton of like small business restaurants, mom and pop shops that aren't big chains that you can find anywhere in the world, but they are very specific to Berkeley. So my junior year, myself and two friends, we actually did a like once a week dinner date hangout, and so each week we would pick a different restaurant to try, and so that was a great way to see my friends but also try new places that I've never been to before. So doing something like that is a great way to see friends and also try new foods. The next thing that you must do before graduating is go to a football game. And so you would have to purchase football game tickets. They have a season pass for all of the home games, or you can buy a ticket for one game, whichever one that you want to go to. So doing the pass or the one-for-one option really depends how much you like football. I would say that going to these football games, especially freshman year, especially when you're a new student, going to the games is a big bonding activity for your floor. Just in general, I feel like the whole football game atmosphere is something really cool and very different from high school football games that you may have been to. Like so many people in the stadium, the marching band, the cheer and the dance teams, all out there, the mascot, and the football game happening. Win or lose, it's still a fun time, and especially there are a lot of traditions that happen during football games. During halftime, a popular tradition is the card stunts. If you're in the student section, then you would participate, and basically you hold up these cards and everyone in the section is doing this, so it creates a really cool image or word on the screen after everyone has it complete. So it's little things like that. Even if you don't like football, you have no idea how the sport is played, it's still cool to go to see the atmosphere and the aura of it all. So you don't have to make any decisions on the football passes that you want to get now, because they will still be on sale once school starts. So once you move in in, do orientation, when you're meeting people on the floor, then you can really see, are these people that you want to hang out with, and do they like sports games? Do they not like sports games? Feel it out, and then you can make a decision. The next big thing that you have to do at Berkeley is to go into San Francisco. There are so many things to see and do in San Francisco, from the super touristy things like going to see the Golden Gate Bridge or Fisherman's Wharf or Chinatown, to maybe the less popular, less touristy things like going to different coffee shops or parks or museums even. Because Berkeley is located so close to San Francisco, definitely as a student you have to make the most of it, and you have to take some day trips on the weekend, go with friends, go sightseeing. And even me, in 4 years, I didn't get to see everything. I've never been to Alcatraz, and that's something that I would want to do, and like do that whole tour. Time literally flies, so you have to make the most of it, and you have to plan out time to go and do these day trips, because you'll see once exams happen, midterms, finals, everyone gets so busy that no one ever hangs out because schedules just don't align. And so with that, San Francisco, you could take the bus to get into San Francisco for free. As a Berkeley student, you get a Clipper card, and with that card, you can ride all of the AC Transit buses around for free. So you can get into SF for free via the bus, or you can take the BART, which is like the subway metro system. That's like a 10 to 15 minute walk from campus. And then you can take the BART into San Francisco, which would be like $4 or $5 each way. So more expensive, but definitely also a very good option. So the next two things are activities around Berkeley that you should definitely check out. The first being BAMFA, and the second being the Botanical Gardens. So I have actually never gone to these two things, which is such a bummer since they're located so close to campus. But yeah, I've never gone. So BAMFA is a museum, and the Botanical Gardens are obviously a garden that you can go to. BAMFA you can walk to from campus, but for the Botanical Gardens, you would either have to drive or Uber or Lyft, or there may be a bus that goes up there, but it is further away from campus, so you can't really just walk there. These are two things that you should definitely check out because they are so close to campus, and I believe that they are free for students, so it's a fun activity that you can do with friends or roommates, and just check them out. So the next two activities are also free, and they involve hiking. So you should definitely hike the Big C, and you should go on the Fire Trails hikes. So hiking the Big C is something that a lot of students usually do during orientation. I never went to orientation, so I just went with friends, and you hike up there. Super easy hike. It's not like you need to be a super expert or anything, and it's very, very quick as well. And so like orientation groups would go up there as an orientation activity, and from the top you get a very pretty view of like Berkeley and the bay, and it's called the Big C because there's actually a big letter C made out of concrete on the side of the hill. This C has a lot of like history and tradition revolving around it as well, so it's definitely a sight to see. Additionally, with hiking, you can go on the Fire Trails, which are located directly behind Clark Kerr campus, one of the dorms. And so like I lived at Clark Kerr my sophomore and junior year, and I never even went to any of the Fire Trails hikes when I lived there, but then senior year a friend and I would go hiking at the Fire Trails every single weekend. So definitely if you're living at Clark Kerr, take advantage of it, but also if you're living anywhere else at Berkeley, you can walk to Clark Kerr and also access these trails. Go on these hikes, they are free, you can get out in nature, hang out with friends, and also get exercise. So speaking of working out, the next thing that you must do is take advantage of the free gym classes. And so this is also something that I didn't take advantage of until senior year, but the RSF, the main gym on campus, they offer a bunch of free classes from like yoga to HIIT to cycling. So you can get free workouts without having to pay any money or pay some gym membership or anything like that, but all students have free access to the gyms and you can go into these classes for free. So these classes were transitioned online, but now if things start to become more in person, then hopefully they'll start to offer these classes in person again. The next thing that you must do at Berkeley is join AFX. So AFX is a popular dance club on campus. No one gets rejected, so everyone gets to get in, which is not the case for like every other Berkeley club. So this one is all inclusive. You don't need to have any prior dance experience, and they will assign you to one of the dance groups. And so AFX is really, really fun because you get to meet a ton of people. Like there might be 50 people on your dance team that you get to meet, and then you see each other every single dance practice. I did AFX the summer after my freshman year during the summer sessions, and you could also do it in the fall or the spring as well. Basically, you get to learn different choreographed dances, and then at the end of the semester, there's a big showcase where every single group gets to do all of their set, and then you have a big audience and everything there as well. So it's super, super fun. I would definitely say it is like sort of a big time commitment because you have to spend time after practice hours learning the moves, learning the dances. Like it takes time to be good at the dances. Maybe your freshman fall semester you can balance all of that, but also you are getting acclimated to the university and everything. It might not be something you can fit on your plate. But once you get acclimated to the university, I would definitely say you should try it for a semester or over the summer, because even now when I hear the songs that we danced to like 3-4 years ago, I get reminded of the dances. So the next thing that you must do while you're at Berkeley is go to concerts. So definitely being in the Bay Area, you're the hub for so many different artists to come and give performances, whether it's at the Greek Theater, which is a concert venue right next to the Foothill Dorm. With the Greek Theater also, if you didn't want to pay for tickets, behind the theater there's a hill where a lot of people call it Cheapskate Hill because you're not paying for tickets, but you can go there and hear the concert as well. Can't really see much, but you can hear it. Or there are also a ton of concerts in San Francisco, which you could Uber or Lyft or BART to. There are just so many artists, musicians, comedians, famous people that you could go and see in a show. I've been to some concerts where you're literally in a room and you're standing so close to the musicians because they are a lesser known artist. So you can have those small concerts and large concerts, which is really cool. And so lastly, a big thing that you have to do when you're at Berkeley is to go on trips in Northern California as well as Southern California. So if you're joining a lot of big clubs at Berkeley, they do trips with their club, so you might go on little trips with them as bonding or socializing. But if you aren't a part of those clubs, then you can plan those trips for yourself and go with friends. And so like road trip down to SoCal, you can go down there. If you have friends with a car, for NorCal things, a lot of people go on road trips to Tahoe. You can go like skiing or just hang out on the lake there. For trips that are closer to Berkeley, Lake Anza is pretty popular. It's like a 10 to 15 minute drive away from campus, but it's also like a small lake. You can do hiking and stuff around there. If you wanted to do a little half-day trip around the campus area but requiring a car. So yeah, in this video, I talked about some activities that you should definitely do at Berkeley before you graduate. Please comment down below if you have any other ideas of what students should do before they graduate as well. If you liked this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you all so much for watching. It really means a lot, and I will see you all next time.